Good afternoon, PRüF community. It is Monday, February 22nd, 2021, and we have a community update for you today. The team and I have been hard at work upgrading the contracts to Solidity 0.8, which just came out a little bit ago. We've been integrating all of the new Open Zeppelin libraries at the 0.8 level, getting rid of the older stuff. Some of the old Open Zeppelin stuff before they updated was actually dated back to 0.4.5, I think it was, but most of it had been updated. But now everything's up to 0.8, so we're pretty excited about that. 0.8 brings us some new features, improved security, improved code safety. Let's see here. For the code safety and security, we've got the removal of the necessity to use the SafeMath library. It was necessary to use a SafeMath library to prevent underflow and overflow errors or divide by zero errors that could cause unpredictable behavior in the Solidity contract. So we used a library to protect against that. With 0.8, the necessity to use that library is gone. All underflow, overflow, or numerical errors automatically cause a contract revert. So that is great news, and we were able to remove that library. That substantially reduces hidden code complexity, so it gives us a better target for debug and for security analysis. So we're pretty excited about that. In addition to that, the full implementation of Abi Encoder version 2, that gives us the ability to pass more complex data structures between contracts. Which actually makes it sound like it's more complex, but it's actually much, much simpler, because before, where we may have had to pass a list of arguments in arbitrary order from one function to another, now we can pass something that's called a struct, which is just a box of arguments with everything in its spot. So it's impossible to get things out of position, so you don't end up with something that's supposed to go into place A go into place B, or vice versa. This also substantially reduces code complexity once again, allowing a better debug and security analysis target. So we're pretty excited about that. We with these tools we'll be able to produce cleaner code, easier to audit code, and easier to ensure the security and efficiency of the contract with these additions. In addition to working on the contracts and testing, that's another big deal, actually. The contracts were done upgrading to 0.8 Solidity. However, testing is an ongoing process. Anytime we have a big change like this, we're looking at several weeks minimum of testing, where we go through and we exhaustively test all the different conditions in the contract, all the different functionality, make sure that nothing is out of place and that everything works as it should, and that no new security vulnerabilities have been uncovered. Obviously, after our in-house code review and testing, we will also be sending these out for audit once again before deployment. Okay, so the other thing we've got going on, we've been planning our marketing strategy with X10 Agency. We're really excited about this. We've got a bunch of videos coming out this next month, several AMAs, a bunch of articles and interviews in major publications. So we're really excited about the work that X10 Agency is doing with us, and we're really glad to have them on board. Okay, other than that, the other things that we've been working on, the interface, the UX team has been working on the interface a bit, and we're adding some features as we move towards 0.2. We did finish the 1.5 rollout. We've got several features that we're going to add that'll bring us up to the 0.2 state. And that is the main one, actually, that I'm excited about, want to talk about today, is the token wrapping and decorating. So that's going to enable PRüF to interact with any other ERC 721 or NFT token project. PRüF will be able to add value to that project, be able to add additional features such as file storage or multimedia content. All kinds of stuff like that. We can link with token decorating and token wrapping, where your other projects can be imported and decorated in that way and still be used exactly like they were used before. So that's pretty exciting. We're excited to bring that to the entire ecosystem. And other than that, let's see here. We've got our rolling AMA. Wanted to announce that and make that clear. Anytime you've got any questions you want to add to the next AMA, just put them in the main chat, hashtag AMA, and then ask your question. We'll be gathering up those questions every Friday, preparing the answers to those and rolling them out so that we have those answered in the community. The last AMA, we gave away 30,000 PRüF, and after the token split, that's going to be worth 60,000 PRÜF. So that's actually a pretty big deal. Anybody that's looking to get some free tokens and participate in the community should definitely be thinking up things to ask about the system. Or if you're just curious, you just want to know something, we try to be as transparent as possible, and we are here to answer your questions. So definitely anything you've got, any imaginative question you have, just drop it into the main chat, hashtag AMA, and we'll enter that into the next AMA context. We'll be doing that once a week. So anyway, you want to get your questions in by Friday, but if you don't, that's not a problem. They'll just roll over into the next week's AMA. So at any rate, get those questions out there. And what we're really looking for is insightful questions that you might personally have. A lot of times in AMAs you get a lot of copy-paste stuff. We're trying to avoid that because those questions have all been asked 1 in a million times. So if there's anything you actually want to know, or just you're curious about, or you want to know where we're headed or what our stance is on some particular thing, or how we are overcoming some particular issue, certainly those are the kind of questions we want to hear, and those are the ones that are most likely to win prizes in the weekly contest. Okay, well, I think that's about a wrap for this week. We'll be back in touch next week with another community update, and until then, have a great day.